In this video, we are going to discuss about prospectus. The main source what a company depends to raise funds is issue of shares or securities through public issue. Every company issuing securities to general public must and should mandatorily issue prospectus. A company without issuing prospectus if is prohibited to issue securities. While raising funds, company depends upon two sources, that is domestic source and foreign source. Through domestic source, the company can raise funds in three ways: public issue, right issue, and private placements. Whereas in case of foreign source, the company can raise funds in four ways, that is ADR, GDR, ECB, and FCCB. Definition: the definition of prospectus is defined under section 2 subsection 70 of Companies Act. It is an inclusive definition. Prospectus means any document which is issued or described as prospectus includes notices, circulars, and any other document for subscription or purchase of securities of a body corporate. It includes shelf and red herring prospectus. Meaning, prospectus is a public document. It is an invitation to the public by the public company for purchase of its securities. It must always to be in writing, that is, oral invitation shall not be treated as prospectus. It must contain all the contents of section 26 and 26. All persons whose names are appearing in it is to be signed on it. It should be registered with ROC and the validity of this document is 90 days. It must state or appear on the face that one copy has to be delivered to ROC for registration. However, an issue will not be treated as public if it is directed to a specific group of persons or a single specified person. In general terms, prospectus means a document which provides comprehensive information of company. Issue of securities. Public company and private company can issue its securities through the following way. The public company can issue securities through prospectus, right issue, private placements, bonus issue, listed company subject to provisions of SEBI. Whereas in case of private company, it can issue in three ways, that is through right issue, bonus issue, and private placements. Securities. Section 2 subsection H of Securities Contract Regulation Act defines securities as includes, it is an inclusive definition, includes shares, scrips, bonds, stocks, debentures and debenture stocks and other marketable securities, derivatives, units or any other instruments issued by an collective investment scheme to the investors or any other instruments issued to the investor under any mutual fund scheme. Securities does not include unit linked insurance policies or scrips. Prospectus where need not to be issued. Whereas in case of underwriting agreement, prospectus is need not to be issued by the company. The prospectus is to be issued by the underwriter. In case of securities offered to existing holders and securities not offered to the public and issue of sweat equity shares, ESOPs or bonus shares, prospectus is need not to be issued by the company. Golden legacy or rule. It was decided in New Brunswick versus Muggeridge case that the prospectus should be truthful and faithful document. All the persons who are interested in purchase of securities are on mercy of promoters and directors. Prospectus should respect the true picture of company represent. It should disclose all the material facts that affects investment decision. Contents of prospectus is defined under section 26 of Companies Act. It has three parts: part A relating to general information of company, part B relating to financial information, and part C relating to giving clarifications to general information and financial information, that is part A and part B. Types of prospectus: we have four prospectus: deemed prospectus, abridged prospectus, shelf prospectus, and red herring prospectus. Coming to deemed prospectus, the document by which the public company issue shares is letter of offer, and the letter of offer is termed as deemed prospectus. Whereas in case of underwriter issue shares, then the document issued by the underwriter is termed as deemed prospectus. In case of abridged prospectus, it is also called summarized prospectus. It contains the normal features of normal prospectus. It should be issued with each share application as per central government guidelines. Whereas in case of shelf prospectus, some institutions like public financial institutions and public banks and scheduled banks need not issue prospectus every time that they need funds. One prospectus is to be filed with ROC and it is valid for 1 year, and the information memorandum is to be filed with ROC if there is any material changes in further issue of shares within 12 months. Red herring prospectus. If the estimated price and quantum of securities are specified by not specifying the actual price and quantum in prospectus issued by the public company, then it is called red herring prospectus. After issue, price and quantum will be fixed by the process called book building process. After fixation of issue price and quantum, the same shall be informed to ROC and SEBI, and it is called final prospectus. SEBI provisions are also to be taken care in case of listed company. Variation in objects or purpose of prospectus. Sometimes company cannot fully utilize the funds it was raised. In that case, company can alter their objects as per the provisions given in Companies Act 2013 to utilize the unused amount. In this case, special resolution is required to be passed. In this case, in case of listed companies, special resolution is required to be passed through postal ballot system. Special resolution must specify the following: original purpose for which the funds was raised, total share capital raised, amount utilized for earlier objects, purpose for which proposed variation, risk involved in it. Thank you.